I see Quillbore. I see no Murlocs for it, though. I see Undead for Beast, which is cool. I see Mech, but no Murlocs for it as well. Not a lot of battle cries, but one really high quality battle cry. Shudderwalk, yeah, that's the problem, is there's no battle cries on low tavern tier. So like you have to play the game without. But hey, you can play the game without. And then when you get health buffer for Quillbore, then you play Quillbore. New undead token on tier 2 is kinda neat. This thing? Yeah. Our definitions of new are a little different. Yeah, I mean, it's a cool card. Agreed. It was introduced like a year ago, right? The last 3 Door games, I got free travel winners, my first gold. It's really hard to sell, and then I die. Lamau. Lamau. Checks out, actually. That experience is relatable. Wow, what a turn. There's honestly like a ton of diverging paths in this turn. This card is so cool for early game decision making. I wonder what, like, if we could just map the expected value out of each of these things as a random tribe. Which do you go for? Pick your path. This is even somewhat debatable. Go for the Leaper's angle. I got bad news for you. It's a tragic day, but Leapers is gone. What was it a wise man once said? I don't remember the exact words, but it was something like, don't become a garbage man, or maybe it was recycle, something like that. Returning to the BG after a break, and it seems like dragons are really weak right now, and we're not playing them right. I think dragons are about the same as they've always been. They're very good in very, very specific scenarios, and then they're like not great in others. Gonna be one of those hard problems to answer. I think the thing that you can pretty much universally say about dragons is they're very strong in the middle of the game and they're very weak at top end. Like the scaling vector dragons is not great unless a trinket is very specifically enabling it. Like yesterday we had a turn 9 3000 health, 3000, right? As dragons. 9. Turn 9. That's because trinkets for that dragon specifically enabled it. Trinkets are just really, really awkward. They change the conversation all the time. If you're thinking, how good's Callie? Callie's pretty bad. That portion of the conversation, we can definitely be like, all right, nah, dog. I'm a sucker for a corpse refiner. Das Milk. We just don't have a good way to make use of it. We're not going to stay down tavern tiers to buy bad minions so that we maybe can get the gold back from the bad minions that we bought. This is the trick. He just needs so many tokens that are whatever the hell that thing, that cowl's name is. Kills our onboard state. Look at it go. This motherfucker. Rampager. My corpse refiner always has taunt. Don't taunt it. Easy. Alright, well, I see oil, I take oil. Start singing I'm proud to be an American. I did just immediately do that instead of thinking about the Tough Tusk, but against Undead, it's probably not worth it because we don't keep the Tough Tusk on the board anymore after this point. Second minion's going to token snap or token pop anyway. Well, we're up on 4. Highest health by a good margin. 2 reasonable minions on the board. Greedy Trinket. Crazier shit's happened than this one working out for us. Yeah, I regret my decision to use the Blood Gem. I should have just held it. Just, bruh. I like how this Macaw is like, it's a setup minion for something that would be a really good composition, which makes sense. It just has no purpose on our current board. And we can make a pretty good argument for Assistant Guard at this point instead of Gem Smuggler. Gem Smuggler's 1/1s, 3/2/3 buffs versus 6/1/1 buffs. It does give Divine Shield here, which is a slight difference. Also the whole, like, we're buffing 2 minions we don't keep on the board. Hey, look, that's the card we're talking about. The setup card. Beast Undead lobby after all, right? Good work, Corpse Refiner. Really not expecting much out of you. I suppose at this point, if we don't think there's any real risk of cleave, which there's not, I should have just pulled it back. Chance that it would win, or be able to get a proc. That was a mistake too. Hey, wait a second. I mean, what a board state, honestly. There are going to be some unhappy campers in this game. I mean, going to be a couple people that just are not thrilled with this whole setup. We're just going to casually get Kel'Thuzad from this point, and then we're going to dupe our Cuddlegum 400 times, and we're going to just have a board full of Divine Shield Reborn Venomous minions. And then we'll get run over by undead and mechs. Sounds like a plan. Wow, that was a good hit. Something. That really doesn't change anything. It just makes us spawn one more back. Yo, Stolen Cigar. Thank you so much for 31 months, man. These cards are so awkward. Reborn effect, this card. This is so bad now. Used to be so interesting with the goose line. And now it's so fucking bad. Faceless for the future. Faceless is just like make Cuddlegum now, but maybe we just go all in on the Faceless. And then we just get eyes and we do our thing. I'm actually annoyed with my own board. Alright. I'm already annoyed by my own board. Like there's a certain point you get to where you're just like, you know what? I hope I lose. I honestly hope I can lose this game real quick. What does gold amalgam do? It's golden. Why is that? What's golden do? Allows you to dupe it more times without creating triples. It's more shiny. Yeah, it is golder than the other ones. It is much shinier. Agreed, agreed, agreed. The big difference between like non-golden and golden cuttlegum is golden cuttlegum can't triple. I'm an old Greg now. Old references. Old people. Old chatters. Are you annoyed by my board? Because I'm annoyed by my board. All right, well. Good news for him is he's alive. Bofur, I hate your board. As you should. It's free to level next turn or 2 gold level now. Well, considering we're buying this and this, you could even make a pretty good argument for you. Nope. Cards now way better than cards in the future. We're a Kel'Thuzad away from greatness. Bob, where's the greatness? Where is it? It was supposed to be greatness. Greatness is within you. A great middle finger that Bob put up you. Hey. I do not accept that. We're at 1,000,000 health. We are not going to settle for mid. Also, this Wind Fury nonsense is not okay. You stop right now. All right, at least we get the proc. Clean up a couple minions. Maybe we can kill the Nala too. Good job, minions. Cleave can't hurt you. He's an elemental board is what he was showing, and elemental cleave is pretty common. Honestly, never lucky. This game's just, it's awful. Tragedy. Can I do a sunscreener? Bro. Okay, at least that's a card. It's something. I feel like it hurts me more than it helps me in this spot. We have a major board space issue if we go Macaws early, right? Even if you can get the Cuttlegun to die, it's going to repopulate the one spot on the board. So you could argue playing 6 minions. But if you play 6 minions, you always open up them going first, and then attack, and then another attack going off. And at best, you get a 50-50, and at worst, you open up all of your minions to be hit before a single Macaw or anything gets the trigger. Which means they can snipe 3 minions for good value. Also, Cleave is cheat. It's very cheat. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Now we gotta snipe the Cleave. He's cheating too. You're leaning back, you gotta think. Yeah, that attack order is very awkward. Oh my god, where were you for 2 fucking turns? I'll take you. It might still be salvageable. This will not backfire spectacularly. Can't die. That's something. I realize I oftentimes fight against that argument. And why it's flawed in these spots. I was going to point that out, Bofur. I think this is a place where it is actually just true. Not dying is kind of the whole point. Because your board state becomes the big board, right? The problem. Damn you and your knowing what our board state is. But the setup's there now. This one's definitely doable. I didn't want to be shallow or pedantic, though. Yeah, well, I mean, you're countered by the same cards, to be fair. Having 1 extra body is nice against, like, big stat boards. That's just about it. Pepe hands. That's not Divine Shield. Hope we don't die here before we set it up. I just want to have the nice board. All of the scam in the world and hope they can't play around it. Why does everyone have counter boards? It's almost like we called that when we were playing in the middle of the game. Like, you know, we're going to build this, we're going to go wide, we're going to do all amalgams, and then we're going to fight a game that's all undead and whatever in it, right? Undead and mech. Not exactly the ideal lobby for it, but it is still awfully funny. Yo, Thor, thank you so much for the 4 months. Because you deserve more than my turbo. I appreciate you, man. Wait, have we never fought this guy? Oh, he fought us 6 turns ago. He kind of knows what we are. Gold something else. It's a body to absorb a bumper, but it also leaves us open. The cleave is kind of annoying. Ooh. Candy. Don't miss the 75% again. Go fuck yourself, Bob. Twice? 2 out of 3 miss the 75? Yeah, why do people play counterboards? Yeah, why do people make good decisions? What if they just all made bad decisions and make the game so much better? If everyone would just stop making good decisions real quick. This is a demon's worst nightmare. Bigger the number, the less scared I am of the board. The more resources you spent on making hundreds of stats, the less likely you are to be able to beat this. Even if there's minions that 4 for 1. Good. Good. Go get him, Cuddlegums. Remember when we should have killed this guy the first time we fought him? I remember. I don't like how he pivoted toward Amalgam. Module? Ooh, that's good. Allows me to pull health up ever so slightly higher. Tier 5 Taunter's gonna make me sad. It's really not that big of a problem. It's only a big problem if he snipes it first, and we have 4 taunts, right? Could it take an oil? Yeah, I feel like that's just not the play. Reborn on the gift horse. Monka. The kind of funny part is that Kangors can kill some things. Lame. It has 4 health. It value trades. 4 health is clutch. You were like, why do you gold the amalgams? And I'm over here explaining like it doesn't create triples so you can dupe it across the board. But the real answer was that having 4 4s instead of 2 2s at the end of the game beats the gift horse. That truly was the reason. Nice. A good W.